Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe with E. Yes, the one and only E. Hey y'all, hope y'all feeling amazing, doing amazing, and just being amazing overall. And if not, it's okay. It's all right, my friend, because you know why? Bad times don't last forever. After every storm, there is a rainbow, and you're getting closer and closer every day to that rainbow, that pot of gold, that light in the tunnel, whichever one you prefer, my friend, okay? Please keep in mind that we have to manifest, pray on what we want to come next in life, but most importantly, slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. You got this. Also, too, appreciate them bad times, because them bad times is getting you to where you want to be. And most importantly, please love on yourself and be proud of yourself. Okay? Okay, if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for the ones that are not new to this but true to this, hey y'all, what's up, what's poppin'? Y'all not new to this, y'all true to this, okay? Alrighty, y'all, so let's get into it. Oh my gosh, where do I want to start? Y'all, today is Wednesday, July 1st, 2026. So you know what that means. We are finally in semester 3. We are in, no, semester 2. Sorry, y'all, I'm so excited, I said it wrong. We are in semester 2, but we're in quarter 3. Quarter 3 is from July to September, and September will start off, well, no, October will start off quarter 4, because October, November, December. Y'all, we're literally halfway in the year. I want you guys to really give yourself a pat on the back, because look how far you came. Look how far you have come. Give yourself the most applause and praise, because no one knows how hard it was for you to get this far, and no one knows what you got in store. Okay, so I'm so proud of you, my friend. I'm so happy for you. I'm so glad that we're able to get to this part of the year together, because like I say all the time, and if you're new here, if the first semester of the year, like from January to June, was not really what you thought it was supposed to give, and it wasn't giving what you wanted, whatever the case may be, take semester 2 from July to December to really run it up. Run it up. I feel like when we go to these moments in our life, they happen for a reason, but it helps us to keep going and don't feel like we are not capable of keep doing better, because you are. Keep going, keep striving. Don't let nothing or no one try to discourage you in this time that you have going on. And that intertwines with July's theme, and July's theme is mainly about walking boldly, trusting yourself in this season. So now that we are in semester 2, quarter 3, we are walking boldly within this season as well as with this semester, but we're also trusting ourselves in this season more than ever, because we did through all the things to prepare us for this season to come. Now we're halfway in a year, so now we really got to walk boldly and trust ourselves within this season more than ever, because look how far you've come. No one knows how hard it was for you to get to this moment in your life. Appreciate it and love on it. I'm here to support you. I'm so proud of you. Keep going. Don't let nobody try to play tit for tat for you. And like I say all the time, and if you're new here, do not let them naysayers try to get in your way, because they're saying all these things because they wish they were in your shoes, or they may be jealous of you. But big ups to all your haters. Okay? Okay. So y'all, we have reached 53 newsletters. Once again, I'm gonna keep on saying it over and over and over again. And if you're new here, the newsletters comes out at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. If you're wanting to be a part of the newsletters thread, please don't hesitate to click the link tree in my bio, or whichever way you listen to me. Follow Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, the link, wherever way you listen, the link is always in there. Click the link, scroll down, and tap on the icon that says sign up for weekly newsletters. Once you do that, you insert your email, and once you press submit, whatever, I'll get a notification and see that you want to be a part of it. And then once that happens, you will be a part of the rest of the newsletters to come. Okay, keep in mind they come out every Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so 2 hours before vibing out, the vibe of the day come out. You get all the behind the scenes of every freaking thing before everything is laid out on the table. Okay. So yeah, y'all. So this is part 1 of the newsletters, because it's 5 Wednesdays in this month of July. So that means you'll have 4 vibes of the day, but you'll have, and of course, one wellness lesson, one-on-one lesson. That'll be one-on-one wellness one-on-one lesson 28. Y'all, that was a lot. I'm sorry, that was a lot. But yes, y'all, as we begin our July theme, walking boldly, trusting yourself in this season, this week's reminder is simple but powerful. Stop doubting yourself. What you have already survived. So now, like I said, we are in the second semester. We're not going back and forth for what we've been through. We're going to stop doubting ourselves because we already survived all the hardship that we went through. Now we are taking the time to step boldly and trusting ourselves. We went through this and that with everybody or this situation in our life. Now we have to keep on walking. We got to keep our boots on and keep marching. Because at the end of the day, we still have a goal to reach. But not only that, we still have to learn as we go on this journey to maintain our peace, our sanity on a spiritual journey, finance, whatever journey you want to focus on. Okay? Because sometimes we become so focused on what's ahead that we forget everything that we have already made it through. Like, we go through these situations, like I say, bad times won't last forever. They don't, but we gotta remember that we cannot keep focusing on bad times because we forget what's ahead. That's them good times. Okay? I want you to remember that you survived difficult conversations. We all survive these difficult conversations. I feel like with every vibe of the day now that I have done within this year, I feel like it's like a FaceTime call or a phone conversation, whichever way you listen to me or watch me. If you watch me on YouTube, we're having a FaceTime conversation. Audio, it's like a phone call conversation. Whichever way it is, we have these conversations. We had these difficult conversations that we may not be able to talk to people around us about, or we made it through. You survived disappointment. We all have survived some type of disappointment within our mental, physical, emotional, spiritual well-being, as well as to financial standards within your personal or professional life. You survived it. It didn't break you. It made you 10 times harder than you think you know. Okay? You survived the setbacks. Minor setback for a major get back. You know, we dealt with that and look where we at now. As well as lastly, you survived seasons you once thought would break you. I am so proud of you, my friend. I'm going to keep saying it because no one knows how hard it was for you to get to where you need to be. No one knows how hard it was for you to even be able to say, you know what, I'm going to do this and just change your life around. No one knows how hard it was for you to do whatever you're doing in your life. Applaud yourself. Appreciate them small wins, as well as when it comes to the time for you to not manifest, but it's time for you to really love on them big wins. It's not going to be like nothing to you because you already prepared yourself. But most importantly, you're able to say, now, you know what? I took control. I've been selfish when I had to, and I popped out when it's necessary for me to do so within my life because you're walking boldly. You're trusting yourself in this season. Now, everything we laid out, now look, put the pedal to the metal. You're trusting yourself boldly, and you're not letting nothing or no one stop you in this season because every obstacle you have overcome, has built strength, wisdom, and resentment that you carry with you today. Confidence doesn't come from never struggling. Confidence comes from remembering that you made it through it before and you can do it again. Confidence will build you in so many situations that you think will not build you. I'm going to keep on saying this over and over again. You got to go through some things to really sit there and be like, whoa, am I really able to deal with this? Am I really a big fish to go through this? And trust me, my friend, you are. You just gotta really, really believe in yourself that, yep, I could do this. I can do this. Shoot, I could do this like Brutus. Tell me that I could do it and I'm able to do it. You have to have those affirmations. You have to put yourself first. You have to be your own best friend. Nobody's going to be there for you. You gotta be the one to keep you afloat if no one's going to keep you afloat, especially within this theme that we're having. Boldly, we walking boldly, trusting ourselves, trusting yourself in this season more than ever. Okay? So that introduces, step into whatever, deep dives into this week's challenge. I want you to ask yourself, what have I survived that I don't give myself enough credit for? What is something that you survived that you don't give yourself credit for? I want you to think about it, whether it's your personal life, professional life, within the mental aspect, the professional, well, I already said professional, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, well-being, whatever it is. Think about it. What have you survived? What have I survived that I didn't give myself credit for? What you didn't give yourself credit for, friend, for you being able to do this. And when I thought of this vibe of the day, y'all, I kept thinking of the song. So I don't know if this is the right title, but like, I will survive. As long as I know how to love. You know how they had the commercials and stuff? I thought that song because it was just so crazy. Like, you survived some shit that you thought you wasn't going to survive, and you keep on pushing and pushing and pushing, and you just don't know that you really survived some things in your life that people be like, you know what, I'm throwing the fucking towel in. You got that, you know. And then also too, Destiny's Child, you know, I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. Like, it was so many songs come through my head. I love when I do the vibes of the day for y'all, and the songs come to my head because, like, not only am I teaching y'all, but I'm learning with y'all. It's like I have to learn some things too. I have to learn things too because, like, learning doesn't stop. It don't stop. It don't stop. People think it stopped, but it doesn't. Okay, so, all right, we're going to ask yourself. I want y'all to ask yourself this week, once again, what have I survived what have I survived that I don't give myself credit for? What are you not giving yourself credit for that you survived, friend? Either in your personal, professional, well-being, whatever. What is it that you survived? You came a long way. That people would say, I'm throwing in the towel because who do you think you playing with? Right? Take a few moments this week to reflect on how far you have come. Celebrate the growth you often overlook instead of forcing only on what's next. Acknowledge the strength you have already built. Okay? Your past verdicts, I hate saying that word, y'all. Even when I was a student in high school learning law, I could not say this word for nothing. Verdicts. Your verdicts are proof that you're capable of handling whatever is ahead. So do it, and do it like Brutus, and don't be afraid, because do it like it's your B-day. Baby! Word to Jocelyn Hernandez. Okay, so y'all, we have some exciting news. So as you know, we in semester 2, quarter 3. Well, over here at Vibing Out with Guests 2, we got some things popping off. Y'all, we are celebrating heavy. We are celebrating 30 guest appearances on Vibing Out with Guests. What? We are celebrating 30 appearances. Like, we have made it to 30 appearances, y'all. And we're halfway in the year. I am so honored and blessed. I thank you all so very much who have been tuned in. I thank you to all the guests that has been on here and to the future guests to come. Most importantly, I thank all y'all so much, because without you guys and your support, as well as for the people that took the time out of their busy day to come on this platform to talk about whatever topic they want to talk about, it wouldn't be possible. Okay, so, oh my gosh, this month is like an extra surprise because we're celebrating an excellent milestone, like 30 guest appearances on Vibing Out with Guests to hit the summer. Come on now. I'm in total bliss. Like, I'm just in total bliss. Like, it's so, because we work so hard for this. And I really do appreciate everyone who's been a part of this journey. And most importantly, to the person that made me hit to 30. So I look back and seeing that when I hit 10 guest appearances, shout out to Damo and Mari for getting that. We hit 20 with Devontes, as he said, Primetime Tiz, he's going to be called. Shout out to him. And for this guest is a guest that was literally, like, we could say OG, because she helped me introduce this, as well as to help me get the ball rolling. Okay, so I want y'all to know that I'm excited for you guys to hear from this woman, because we went to school together and everything, and this touched deeper because it's a reflection, bouncing off to the episode that we talked about. So we're excited to welcome back Chrissy for her second appearance on Vibing Out with Guests. In this powerful conversation, we will be discussing life in your 20s in this generation, school, friendships, and social media pressure. And most importantly, the one I love so much when you guys tap into this side is faith, healing, and breaking generational cycles. Whether you're navigating adulthood, balancing relationships, managing outside pressure, or growing into your faith, this conversation is filled with real, honest, raw, uncut reflection, encouraging, and real life experiences that you don't want to miss. I thank you so very much, Chrissy, for taking the time out of your day to sit and talk about this, because y'all, this one, I'm not gonna lie, it went over an hour. I think we got an hour and 40 some minutes or 30 minutes. I feel like I'm exaggerating. Probably an hour and 20 on this one, because this is how in depth this content was, especially this is so powerful. Okay, so be sure to tune in on Friday, July 3rd, 2026. I was about to say 5th at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be on all platforms to tune into this special appearance. Okay. So yeah, I'm so excited, and please follow her on Instagram at that girl Chrissy, and her Instagram and tags, everything will be on the description below and things of that nature once it comes out, and it's in the newsletter. Okay. So the quote of the week is, stop doubting yourself. You have already survived things you once thought you never would. Okay. And most importantly, follow the podcast to stay connected. Use the hashtag Vibing with E to share one challenge you have overcome and how it made you stronger. Okay. All righty. I know y'all probably looking like, what is going, if you're watching on YouTube, I know y'all probably like, E, what's going on over there? Child, I'm trying to be cute on here with this scarf, and my scarf is low-key not letting me live. That's the only thing, y'all, when us humans want to wear scarves and try to do a little fashion, be a fashionista and all this stuff, and the scarf will not let us be great. Like, y'all, my scarf, like, it don't matter how big it can be, it still won't let me be great. Even with the braids in or not, I feel like it's not letting me be great. So I know it's like, you taking a little awfully amount of time trying to fix that. Yeah, I know. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. But I'm gonna get it done. Y'all can see I'm multitasking. We getting this thing done. Okay? It's the first of the month, so get your checks and come on. I know it's payday around for somebody. Shoot, can I get $1? Can I get $1? You feel me? It's the payday for some of y'all. I know y'all got direct deposit and stuff, so let me get $1. Let me hold something. Okay. So yeah, let's tap into it while I'm still trying to get this scarf on. Okay, y'all. So Vibing with E, the best for last. Okay. Vibing with E, weekly vibe check where meaningful conversations meet growth in real life connections. Whew. So, Wednesday drop, Wednesday, July 1st, 2026 at 5:30 p.m. because y'all tuned in. I don't know what time it is now, but whatever time y'all listen to it, shoot. Hey. So the new episode, we have reached 162 episodes. And as you can see by the title, today's vibe of the day is stop doubting what you already survived. As you already typed into, I try to give y'all hints now in the beginning a little bit of it, but if y'all don't really see the newsletters or really pay attention to the title, I still be trying to give y'all little hints, because I don't know, I just like doing little stuff like that. Be mysterious sometimes, I don't know. But yes, y'all, this week's episode is for anyone who has been questioning themselves, feeling discouraged, or forgetting how resilient they truly are. We're talking about building confidence by reflecting on your journey, realizing your growth, and trusting the strength you have developed through every season of your life within 2026 so far. Okay. So in this episode, we're going to be tapping into why we often forget how far we have come, building confidence through reflection, turning past challenges into present strength, letting go of self-doubt, and most importantly, trusting yourself in your current season. Okay, so this episode is a reminder that you survive. Your survival is proof of your strength, and don't you forget it. Your survival is proof of your strength, and don't let nothing or no one try to tear down how far you have come, because your survival plan and your survival journey is different from the next person. Okay, so I'm glad you guys are tuned in for this episode, because this episode will be impactful for a motivational conversation, designed to help you realize your resentment and walking boldly into your next chapter within 2026, within more chapters to come. Okay, so y'all, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Y'all gotta tighten up my scarf one more time, because I feel like it's going to fall off. And y'all know I like to move around. If you like watching me on YouTube, I feel like if I was just to move around a little bit, that thing gonna fall off. Y'all, I promise y'all, my edges is not out bad. It's not like my hair stuff is not out bad. I want to show y'all. See, it's not out bad. I just wanted to put the scarf on. I seen it, y'all, and I was like, ooh, let me put this on. I was like, let me put this on. And I got this scarf too, y'all, last year. So I think I did wear it in the summertime once. Yeah, I did. I wore it once for an outfit that I had. It was giving real green vibes too. Yeah, it was cute. I was hurting y'all with that one. But I didn't really like how when you have boho braids, how I combed it or whatever, y'all. I didn't like how it turned out, and I was like, okay, maybe I need to back up off this one. But it was cute. I still got the pieces to it. I might bring it back out again. I don't know. Y'all, I'm stepping into fashion real bad this year. Like, real bad. We tapping into fashion real bad over here. Real bad. So, yeah, if y'all see some new things going on over here, y'all probably like, okay, E, what you got going on? Like, you putting yourself together now. Yeah, because, like, I'm stepping boldly into this chapter in my life too. I'm doing things that I want to do. Put that outfit on, get that hairstyle, whatever you want to do, my friend, do it. Don't let nothing or no one try to discourage you. Okay, so before we get started, I want you guys to sit back, relax, enjoy hearing my voice, or watch me on YouTube. If you want to go moving around, please get comfortable. Turn me up on your PCs, your monitors, your phones, your speakers, your iPads, your tablets, your car radio, Alexas, Google Dots, whatever way you listen to watch me, because as always, every vibe of the day is something special. Okay, so to start off the first of the month vibes, as well as to the first Wednesday of the month, like double wham, let's get into today's vibe of the day deeper. So we have reached 162 episodes once again, and today's vibe of the day, this phone call / FaceTime conversation, we're vibing out with talking about stop doubting what you have already survived, my friend. So this conversation is most definitely educational, of course, but it's also going to deep dive into helping you understand that you have made it. Look how far you've come. Stop doubting yourself, with more to come. But we're going to talk about, you need to stop doubting what you already have survived. You've done things that people may not have ever done before. Give yourself on the back and applaud yourself, because no one knows how hard it was for you to get here. And you don't know how hard it was for you to get here as well. So, yeah, let's do it. So, I break down every vibe of the day, every wellness lesson of the day within the definition, the 5 W's, the quote, repeat the quote of the week / today, and a little thank you for vibing in note. Okay, we're going to keep afloat, because I know me, I get off topic when I'm really passionate about my work. So yeah, we're going to keep this afloat. I don't want y'all to be like, okay, you the conversation is swerving in that quarter road. No, we're not. It's not going to swerve. It's not going to swag or surf. We're going to keep it straight. Okay, so let's get into it. I hope y'all comfortable. Y'all ready for me? Okay, but as we get started, y'all, hold on, let me get a sip of water. I got a little Stanley, y'all. Shout out to my mom for this little Stanley, so we don't have to keep doing, drinking other stuff in the cans and all that. So a little upgrading little things, see, it's semester 2. We gotta change little things around. You feel what I'm saying? Now let's get into it. So the definition, when you think about this, or as you listen to this now, stop doubting what you have already survived. What does that mean to you? That's what the definitions imply. Like, what does it mean to you? But I'm going to give it to you what it really means. So as y'all thinking about that, I'm going to give it to you. So what does stop doubting what you have already survived really mean? Well, stop doubting what you have already survived, meaning realizing that your past experiences are evidence of your strength, your resentment, and ability to keep going when it comes to overcoming challenges. Many people spend so many time worrying about what's ahead that they forget everything that they have already made it through. Every setback, disappointment, difficult season, and obstacle has helped shape the person you are today. Instead of allowing it impacting fear or self-doubt to define your future, this message is to you to let you know your past victory reminds you of your capability. Okay. But most importantly, this message is about shifting your perspective from focusing on what could go wrong, to remember everything has already gone wrong, right? Despite difficulty circumstances. Confidence is not built because life has always been easy. No, confidence is built because you have learned that even when life becomes difficult, you have the strength to keep going. Trusting yourself begins by remembering your own resilience. I'm gonna say it again. Trusting yourself begins by remembering your own resilience. So within this case, moral of the story, all cookies and cream, is when it comes to what is the meaning of stop doubting what you already survived, my friend, is be happy how far you come. Be able to trust yourself, trusting yourself beginning by remembering your own resilience. You have survived so many trials and tribulations in your life that you don't know how far that this has really impacted you in so many ways. So we have to stop doubting ourselves with things that we have already survived. You survived going through the breakup. You survived not having a job. You survived going through this and that. You survived all these negative things. Now look how far you've come. You have elevated and evolved into this beautiful flower that no one can water down. You are in control of how much sunlight you can get, the protein, the water, and everything, and be happy how far you have come. So when we are deep diving into understanding that we got to stop doubting what we have already survived, we got to understand, going back to what I say to you, bad times don't last forever. They don't. We have survived them bad times. We have survived it. Now we got to stop doubting it, because bad times don't last forever. After every storm, there is a rainbow. Even if you can see it or not, you're getting something in the end. If you cannot physically see that rainbow, trust me, my friend, you're going to see it in the end with whatever it is. Bad times don't last forever, because after every storm, there is a rainbow, and you're getting closer and closer every day to yours. So when it comes to, again, deep diving a little bit more, why we got to stop doubting what you already survived? Because you survived some stuff that people would have threw in the towel years ago. People would have said, oh, hell no, I'm not built for that. And shoot, my friend, you probably wasn't built for that. Shoot, I know some of the stuff I've been through, I was not built for it, but it made me stronger. It made me a soul survivor. It made me a survivor. It humbled me in so many ways that I didn't think it was going to humble me. Because now when things try to slip a slide, like Trick Daddy say, slip a slide, take it to the house for me now, I know how to deal with it. I know how I'm coming. And I know how to defeat this. And you are going to know how to defeat this too, because you're going to stop doubting yourself. We're doing this now. We're going to stop doubting ourselves, but we survived. We survived some of the craziest things in our life that some people don't even know about in our life. But that's okay, because one day you don't know how much of an impact you can put on somebody's life with letting them know, like, look, I've been through this too. We're human. We go through these things. We all go through some trials and tribulations in life, but that also defines our story, but that don't define who we are. It's a part of our story, but that don't define us as like, so you like that? You real? No. That's a part of my story, but I'm not making that who I am. Yes, I've been through some hard shit with some people and some things, and it made me ugly and nasty, but that's not me. And that's what I'm saying for you, my friend. We have situations in our life where it made us ugly and nasty, but it's like, hey, we've been there, done that. I survived. So now I got to stop doubting what I've already survived. Shit, I'm out of that slump. You know, once you're at the bottom, all you want to do is get to the top. I was at the bottom. Shoot, I've been there, done that. Now I'm at the top where I want to be, especially you, my friend. You got to let people stay where they at. You got to let things stay where they at. But don't you forget it. Don't forget it, though. It helped you get to where you at. You know, we're going to give it its flowers and its props because we lived and we learned through it. But we got to stop doubting it now. Look, I've been through it. Shoot, it is what it is. And it helped me survive. Because now you surviving and you thriving. Okay? Alrighty. So who is impacted? Who needs this message the most to understand that my friend, tell a friend, your friend, whoever the case may be, aunties, uncles, grandmas, whoever, stop doubting yourself because you have already survived. This is for anyone who has been questioning themselves, struggling with confidence, or feeling uncertain about what's next. It is especially important for individuals entering a season of life, pursuing new opportunities, healing from difficult experiences, or facing challenges that makes them question their ability. Sometimes people forget how strong they are because they are focused on what's the next obstacle to come instead of realizing the victory they have already achieved within this verdict. Students, young adults, older adults, children, whoever you are, regardless of what title you hold, professionals, entrepreneurs, and grannies, caregivers, whatever, anyone navigating personal growth can benefit from this reminder. If you have ever felt like you're not strong enough, capable enough, or even ready enough, this conversation is for you. Often the proof you need is already found in everything you survived. The proof is in the pudding. Looking back at your journey can restore confidence moving forward. Now let's talk about it. This message is for anyone who feels like they are not ready for what's to come because they dealt with having to be on survival mode, or not say survive, but they dealt with these things. It's like, I don't know how I survived, and I'm scared to go through the next step in my life because I probably have to go through it again. Well, my friend, let's go back. If you have been questioning yourself about what's next for you to come, I want you to take a step back and think about all the things you've been through and see how it have impacted you in so many ways, as well as to see how you survive within that. That's deep. Struggling with confidence, I want you to know this too. Confidence, it grows day after day, moment by moment. It grows naturally. It doesn't happen overnight. Shoot, I'm still stepping boldly within being confident of who I am, inside and out. Being confident with being able to say, yes, I've been through this. People be like, what? People will look at you like, oh, you think you so, I've been through this, I've done this. You done it, I done some things. You know, we survived it. And it helps you build confidence. You learn confidence within everything that you have been through, gone through, and things of that nature. As well as to, you're feeling uncertain about what's next. One thing that I know for sure that I had to learn too is that we cannot imagine we can imagine it, but we cannot keep imagining. We gotta let things happen. You gotta let it flow. You gotta let nature take its course. Lord and behold, you gotta let him do what he gonna do, and whoever you believe in, because if not, that's when you're gonna have this doubt keep wandering in your mind, and it's gonna be hard for you to sit back and be like, damn, I survived a lot of shit before, but now I'm scared as hell because I don't know. And it gets like that, especially when you become a certain age. For example, y'all, my birthday is in 2 weeks. Yeah, the third Wednesday of this month will be my birthday. And I sat back too and be like, damn, I survived a lot of stuff for me to be my age. A good amount. Let me not say a lot of stuff. I survived a good amount of stuff that I didn't expect myself to go through, that many people didn't go through when they were my age stuff. But that's the thing too. When it comes to the questioning ourselves and struggling with the confidence or feeling uncertain about what's next, we got to think this is about self. We cannot compare to Johnny Billy, Dylan, Sarah, Sasha, we can't compare, we can't compete, we can't compare with their situations. As well as too, we cannot let them naysayers come in our minds to have us question ourselves. Feel like we're struggling with our confidence or feeling uncertain about what we have going on. Yes, it's not easy at all. It's not, y'all. It took me a good while to practice this as well as to be happy with how far I have come. I survived some things that I never thought I would do, that I thought I would overcome, but it helped me to survive. And with that being said, some people do forget how strong they are because they are focused on the next obstacle instead of realizing the victory they have already come. You have dealt with some things in your life that you probably would be like, I don't think I'm gonna do this anymore. But you put on a good fight and you fought so hard that now it's like, okay, now you may be going through it again, or you may be with someone there going through it. You gotta think, take that moment too where you gotta have a self-reflection, like the mirror conversation. You have to do what's for you, my friend. If not, that's when that burnout gonna come in. And y'all know I don't like burnout. And that being stagnant in this same ass box with the same thoughts and stuff. No, you gotta let that go. I don't care what title you hold. Shoot, I hold so many titles. But at the end of the day, I am Erica. I am E. Regardless of the student, all that stuff, Erica, E, whoever we talking to right now, we have to remind ourselves. I gotta remind ourselves the benefits that comes with this, with it navigating my personal growth, with you navigating your personal growth. We've been there and done that, but you survived some of the stuff, some of the worst that people would be like, I wouldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I would threw the towel in. So you got to stop doubting yourself. You survived so much. I'm proud of you, and I wasn't even there with you, but I'm happy that you got out of that slump, and that slump helped you to see, look, I'm confident and it's growing. Because we all have felt like we weren't strong enough, capable enough, or ready enough. But when you sit back and realize that, shoot, even your role models, the heroes, the hustlers and all that stuff you look up to, they've been through some stuff too. And they lived and they learned because they had to think, okay, my self-care matters for sure, one. I got to take control of this because I'm the one that's impacted. I got to be selfish because right now I can't be everywhere. And most importantly, I got to pop out when I know I'm comfortable for it. Some people still popping out when they going through the struggle and they still learning how to go through it because they surviving and they teaching. They thriving and surviving in the process. Because often we need to realize too, we already been through all this shit. The proof is already in front of you. Everything you survive is there. Look how far you come. Once your body, I want to say your body and your mind, body, your soul notice that, look, we on a new level. We on some new shit now. That's when the inside helps the outside intertwine that. Looking back at this journey that we have been through, we have restored confidence and moving forward little by little. We're sticking up for ourselves or whatever the case may be, setting them boundaries and limitations, going after what we want and stop manifesting and waiting for the right time. And most importantly, we have stopped doubting what we gone through because we survived. We survivors. And we're going to keep on going and keep on thriving. And nothing or no one is going to take that away from us. Okay? So this is for anyone that's going through this time right now. I want you to know it's okay, my friend. I'm holding your hands when I say this. It's okay. It's going to be all right. Nothing else in this world or in your life you have going on can make it 10 times worse. Life can bring mess, but it's going to be all right. People come and they go. It's just the way that moves on. Stop doubting yourself, though, because you have survived some shit that people won't. It's some things people will look at me every time I say, yes, I spent 5.5 years in school for all 3 of my degrees. People be like, oh, hell no, I wouldn't done it. Some be like, I give you the praise because I wouldn't have done it. Some be like, shit, you stupid. But I had to stop doubting because at first I was doubting myself like, dang, should I took a break? Should I really I was like, you know what? Hell no. Because I survived some shit that people wouldn't even do. Or people going through it now that they're like, how did you do it? Oh, now you want my help. But I be like, you know what? I ain't going to be the bad guy. I'm going to break it down to you like a fraction how I did this. But you got to be careful too. You can't judge everybody's story. You can't judge a book by its cover. If you didn't have the time to sit down and open that book, read through some pages. If you like it, keep exploring. If you don't, close it. Put it back where you got it from. And that's how I feel about people. I can't judge you how your looks is if I haven't had a conversation with you to see if you know what it is. But in general, we got to stop doubting ourselves, because you don't know how hard and core you survive some stuff that people be like, oh, hell no, no, and vice versa. You don't know. I mean, you don't know. But this is for you. That also impacts with what is the benefit of this? What is the benefit of us having to understand that we have to stop doubting ourselves, what we have already survived, what you have already survived. That equals to what happens when you stop doubting yourself. A lot of those issues and moments and those feelings and reactions, they reduce. It goes down. When all that's out the window, you see a lot of growth in you. Your mind change, your taste change, your demeanor change. Like I say all the time, things change for a reason, for the best of your ability. We go through these things. When we stop doubting ourselves, the decisions and things that we make we're standing tall and firm on it. Standing all 10s, 20, if you want to put your fingers, whatever the case may be, 21, how if y'all got extras, I don't know. You know, we're standing on a period, regardless of that, standing 10 toes, whatever. I'm standing on this. I'm pushing P on this. I'm not letting nothing or no one stop me, because when you stop doubting yourself, you begin making decisions with greater confidence and trust. That impacts with self-confidence, self-endeavor, self-advocacy, everything important, every word, self-confidence, self-trust. We're putting self in front of every word, okay, when we talk about this topic, because I feel like it needs to be impacted. So when you stop doubting yourself, you begin making decisions with greater desires when it comes to self-confidence and self-trust. Instead of allowing fear to control what you've been going through, you realize that you have already overcome situations that you thought were impossible. This shift helps you reduce, like I said, anxiety, strength. It helps you reduce the strength of resilience and build healthier self-beliefs. You begin seeing challenges as opportunities for growth instead of reasons to give up. That's the thing too. We see challenges, we like, oh hell no, I know I'm gonna lose. Okay, if you think you're gonna lose, if you say you're gonna lose, if you're putting these words, these negative words out there in the atmosphere, of course they're gonna come true because you're doing it. But I like to play hardball. I might be like, child, I don't know nothing about this, but I'm gonna put myself to the test. When you begin seeing challenge, I'm using this as an opportunity to help me with my portfolio. I'm using it also too to help me reduce all those negative thoughts that I had in the past, because I've been through some stuff that I survived, that I was doubting for a minute, but now I'm not doubting no more, because I'm using this as an opportunity, not as an escape. I'm using this as a learning opportunity for me, for my growth, instead of giving up on it. And I want you guys to remember that too. Don't give up. Keep going. Don't let nothing or no one stop you. You're your biggest critic if you keep, having these thoughts like, shit, I'm not doing it. No. Do it like Brutus. Learn from it, because once you stop doubting what you already survived, what other obstacle and challenge come your way, this is an opportunity for growth. Opportunity for growth instead of a reason for me to give up and just throw in the towel. No, it's not. You live and you learn. Everything we go through, we live and you learn. You got to trust your own judgment. Trust your own journey. Trust yourself. Everything. Trust it. Love on it. Appreciate it. And everything that comes with it. Trusting your own journey it also creates emotional freedom. Now, I know y'all probably like, what you mean trusting your own journey also creates emotional freedom, Rather than comparing yourself to others, like I mentioned earlier, you can't compete where you can't compare, and vice versa. You begin to appreciate your own progress and experience. Confidence grows because you You, my friend, you understand that your strength comes from lived experiences and not in performance. Like I said, the superheroes, the role models, the hustlers you look up to, whatever, they've been through some stuff. And they might not have been perfect in that area, but they have lived through experiences to help them where they are. And they stopped doubting what happened and how it happened because they survived. They're so surviving now. You already survived. You came too far. Why I keep going back and trying to dip down on it or look for a pity party? No. You did the damn thing. You survived. You're here. And your story is going to take off and help someone else in the long run. Most importantly, remembering what you have already survived. What you have already survived, that has put so many momentums into your life that you don't even know. Many of the tools needed to face when whatever else comes with the next, whatever else comes in your life. Keep in mind that you've been through some stuff once again, and people be like, I'm not doing that. I would have gave up. I went through the talent. You a crazy motherfucker. It's a lot. Like, I use school as a big example because I've been like, you got pre-K. Some children, because kids are baby goats. You've had children that have been in school from preschool all the way up till grad school. K, whatever the case may be. It's a lot of people that's out here doing stuff that they've been doing since. And people been like, I don't know how you do it. We survived. We stopped doubting what's going on. It is what it is. I can look back at it and say, look, it gave me help, but it impacted me in so many ways now with life moving forward. Because bad times don't last forever. After every storm, there's a rainbow. And now I can look at this rainbow because confidence grows because you trust that your strength comes from living experiences, not from perfection. I had to learn too. Like, even going to school, you could be in a class with people that's going to school for the same thing like you. But some are here because they went through some things. Some of them are here by force. Some of them are here by choice. And some are here just for whatever numerous reasons. And for me, I survived this. I had to stop self-doubting myself because I'm like, if I don't get this done, this, that, I had to stop. Because I'm like, with every degree, I looked at it like, look, you've done this before. What's new now? The workload, yes. The environment, yes. But we've been there. We've done that. We survived. That's why we got our boots on. We keep marching with jobs, a relationship, with family, with friends, with whatever. You've been through it. It's probably with different people within different times, but you've been through it. Now it's like, okay, what I've learned back then, I need to put it into now to be grateful and to understand that, I got to stop trying to have this pity party and be happy with how far I've come. Okay. Next, when should someone remind themselves of what they have survived? It may be helpful to reflect on your resilience when things in your life gets tricky, such as you question your ability. This right here, this where doubts gotta put the flag on the plate. Time out. You should not be questioning yourself about your ability, your worth, whatever. Kings, queens, humans of America and all over the world and wherever. You are the way you are for a reason. Don't question yourself, and don't you forget it, especially the abilities, the talents, whatever you got to showcase for this world or for the people around you, whatever, or for yourself. Don't question yourself, because the more and more you question yourself, the more and more it's like you're doubting what you have going on. And it's like, will you ever survive and be happy for what you have going on? That's part one. Part two indicates you're entering a new chapter or season. So, this part, we're talking about survival. You're entering a new chapter or season. I'm thinking about school again. You survived elementary school. Now you're preparing for middle school. Maybe you have children, your guardian, whatever the case may be, your child or, whatever in your life. Or a child, period, or even for yourself. You've been through elementary school. Now you're entering a new chapter or season in your life. Manifestations is real and prayers is real too. You have to take a leap on faith. Let me tell you, coming from elementary school, preparing to go to middle school was not easy for me at all. Low key. You had to deal with, what is it? You got to deal with bullies a little bit harder. Had to deal with self-esteem a little bit harder. You had to learn a little bit more about a lot. You had to learn yourself. I had to learn myself. And you may know, we all might have to learn about ourselves. But now look at us. We survive. In high school too, it's just like freshman year was like a little bit of 8th grade because you're still getting the foot wet. But then once you enter that, now it's like, okay, what's after high school? Whatever you desire. You just have to be willing to take the next step. Because I want to say every time when it's time for you to get to these parts, it's like you did the hard part. Now you got to put in the work. You got to keep it up. You survive these hard parts. Now you have to keep it up and do what's necessary for you. I feel like too, grade school K through 12 really motivates you to understand that, shoot, and your teachers, guardians, parents, and life coaches and whoever else was there will also help you to understand that you are not going to be alone on these journeys. Someone is going to be with you. You're going to meet someone along the way. And I have met some people along the way too that we may or may not still be close with each other, but still, you got to thank them people on that journey too. And you had to thank yourself because you probably been through something 10 times worse. And now that you're entering something, a new chapter or a new season in your life, yes, it's going to have you like, am I ready for it? Am I ready for it? But think of it as, look, just keep reminding yourself, look how far you've come. Look how far you've come. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. You came so far. Don't let it go. Don't you forget it. Don't forget your way home. Don't forget what happened. It helped you. It molded you to the person that you are today. Be proud of it. Love on it and appreciate it because no one knows how hard it was for you to get there. How we gonna get there? You survived some of the shit that you thought you wouldn't survive. Now it's like, okay, whew, how am I gonna do this? Confidence is within. It's built within. Because you learned. You learned. You were built for this. You dealt with this, that, just nothing. Okay? Part 3. Point 3. Part 3, whatever. Fear or self-doubt is holding you back. Like I said, you survived some of the biggest stuff in your life that you wouldn't have thought you would. I get it. It's when fear... Let's play fear as self-fear because we're putting fear to ourselves. We ain't even really dipped. It's like when you learn how to swim. You didn't even put your foot in the water yet to even see it. You can put your toe in there and step out. No, you got to put your whole foot in there to see. Got to step out on faith. As well as too with that self-doubt that's holding you back. You got to stop doubting yourself. You got to rephrase the negativities into positivities. I don't think I can do this. I can do this. I'm not doing that. I will do it, or I can do it. He don't like me. You don't know that until you have a conversation. I don't think I'm up for this. I am up for this. I'm not pretty. I am gorgeous. I don't like this on me. This look good on me. You gotta fix that growth mindset. You gotta fix that fixed mindset to a growth mindset. We gotta unlock the key off that fixed mindset and unlock it so the butterflies and the flowers can come over there to protect it, to love on it and appreciate it. We gotta stop that self-fear, that self-doubt, because the more and more we're doing that, we're not pouring into ourselves properly. We gotta take a leap on faith. We gotta do what's necessary because we've been through some of the things, we've been through the worst of the worst that people be like, hell no. I'm gonna keep saying it. You've been through some stuff that you probably think wasn't that bad, but someone is like, that was hell. That was horrible. I couldn't do it. You did it. You're superheroes, you're heroes, you're hustlers, whatever you look up to, whoever you identify as. You know how this goes. Yes, I get it. In life, it's like, do I really want to do this? You won't know until you find out. Yes, you are the creator of your own story, but every day the narrative may change. And you got to be able to be like, look, I got to let that fear go. I got to let that self-doubt go. I got to stop holding my back. I got to stop holding myself back onto things, because this can potentially help me in life for months, for days, weeks, months to come. Okay? Point 4. You are feeling discouraged by setbacks. A minor setback for a major get back. Setbacks are going to happen. Bad times don't last forever. After every storm, there's rainbow. If you cannot see that physical rainbow, just know something's going to happen within the 24 hours, the 48 hours. Something's going to happen. The 36, whatever. It's going to happen. 30 days, a month, it's going to happen. You got to stop. We got to stop too labeling things and putting a timeline on it, because it's going to happen naturally. When we're feeling discouraged about setbacks helps us in life, because everything is not going to be given to us with a silver spoon. Everything is not going to be crystal clear, and everything is not going to be how we want it to be, if that makes sense. We are not going to really scope the scenery out properly if we keep having these negative thoughts on our mind, like, I can't do this. But you don't know how far you have come. You've been through some stuff that your mama probably never been through. Your father, your granny, whoever, your partner, maybe your kids. And you don't know how much of an impact you're putting onto someone, because you're being able to be vocal and to stand up in it. Going back to vibing out with guests. That's proof right there to help you understand that you got to stop doubting what you already survived. You never know. Someone on the podcast maybe came on there and was going through the same thing you're going through, or you're going through the same thing that they're going through, and you did not know how to navigate life. Now look at you. Look how far you've come. Just learning and taking tips and flipping them how you want to do it for your life to help you build the confidence. So stop feeling discouraged by setbacks. Setbacks are going to happen, but everything in your life is not prepared to happen like that. You never know. This is for you. And if you are discouraged, you're really wasting a good thing for yourself. You won't know until you try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're comparing your journey to someone else. First and foremost, my friend, we're not competing what we can't compare. You don't know what he or she or they did when they journey. You don't know what road they took and why. You don't know how long, you don't know the money. We don't know all that. And we don't want to know. Like I said, you'll be in a class with people that's going to school for the same degree as you. But you don't know, Susie might have been here for 5 years. A little Ron probably would have just started. And you about to be out the door, because you did this or that. I can't compare, because our work ethics and techniques and all that, and work ethic and all that, it's not the same. Yes, we go on to school for the same thing, but we're not the same. Your niche will not be the same as mine. Your techniques is not. We got to stop that doubting, because that's helping us. That's not helping us to survive. That's helping us to keep our brain still, like, oh my gosh, like, why is she doing this? Why is he doing that? Why are they doing that? Stop that. You can't worry about them. You got to worry about you. You, me, myself, and I. That's how I am. I got to worry about me before I can worry about the next person. Because they ain't worried about me. I survived some stuff they probably didn't even survive, and vice versa. You got to stop competing your journey to the next person's journey. Yeah, we might have some similarities, but you don't want to love bomb over some stuff like that. Hell no. Appreciate the person for being vulnerable and even vocal to express that to you. Yes. But don't compare it to make it seem like, dang, it don't sound hardcore. No, it's hardcore regardless, because they've been through it. And so have you. Just adding more details make it worse, because you lie now about what you've been through, what you survived. So we got to stop doubting it, but be honored that, shoot, I've been through this slump, but I'm honored to say I survived out of it. And now I'm on a whole nother level. I'm on a new level. Bigger and better things with bigger and better vibes, and not bitter vibes, and not bitter people around me to belittle me. Okay? And lastly, you need a reminder for your own strength. You do not need nobody from the outside to keep reminding you that this your talent, this is what is that. It's like with an interview where they ask you, what is your strong suit and what's not your strong suit? If you say you don't know what's not your strong suit is, that's a lie. We all know. Sometimes, y'all, I feel like I'm able to weigh out the bad first right off the dome, then right in the good. Because I know people like, that's backwards. But hey, that's for me to do. That's just me. That reminds me, shoot, I'm still learning. And that also needs to remind you too. You do not need a reminder from someone else of your own strength. You need a reminder of your own strength. You do not need someone to, that right there is basically saying you don't need no one else to remind you of your own strength. You know, the proof is in the pudding. The confidence speaks within. The shit you've been through speaks within. All these things you have survived, it speaks within. That's the confidence. You took a leap on faith to say, you know what, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta handle this, I gotta that. You did it. You did it. Sometimes looking back helps you move forward with greater confidence. Like at times I said to prior is that we don't want to keep looking back because sometimes some people look back and they go down memory lane and it's not a good one. However, I want to say every quarter or so, not too often, just take a look back at how far you've come. Take a step back and look at what you have gone through in life. Sometimes looking back, it does help you move forward with greater confidence. But when you go back and look, I want you to be like, damn, I survived this. And I thank you. I thank you for making me the woman or the man, whoever I am today. I thank you for molding me and grounding me to this, because if not, I don't know where I would be. So that's why I say bad times last forever. After every storm, there's a rainbow. But also too, we have to appreciate those bad times because they helped us get to these good times. That goes to applaud and thank you, sir, ma'am, whatever you want to identify it as. Thank you for the hell, whatever you gave me, whatever I've been through. Because now look at me. It helped me grow some confidence. It helped me grow some things I never thought I could grow. It helped me to elevate into this beautiful flower, butterfly, whatever you want to identify it as. Okay? Yeah, we deep in there. We are hour in, y'all. See how it gets good. It gets deep. It's like these calls are mandatory. Every Wednesday, your phone should be up, propped, headphones, whatever, TV. We tuned in because this is how the conversations is. And being authentic and raw and uncut with it, but also being real. No one likes a fibber. I don't like that. We're almost done. I promise. So where does this show up most? We have to understand that we got to stop doubting ourselves to remind ourselves, look how far we have come. Look how we have survived and all that. So remembering your resilience may show up in your personal growth and healing journey. This is the positive. So when negative things arrive, where the positive side come into the play of, okay, so we outweighing the bad, now let's outweigh the good of this though. Like I said too, for me, with interviews and stuff, I'm right off the top, be like, look, this is what I need to improve and this is what needs to. Then I intertwine after that, okay, this is the good side. And I make sure they equal up to each other. If it's 6 points there, you give 6 points of this, okay? Don't give the bad all the damn glory because you're still a good person at the end of the day. If you got some shit going on, hey, we live and we learn. That's just how the cookie crumbles, okay? So where does this show up most in life? You got to remember your resilience may show up in your personal and healing journey. That right there, that's helping you understand that shit, I survived some shit that I thought I wouldn't do. And I'm not going to doubt myself on that. It has helped me and I'm happy and I'm blessed for where I'm at. Your career or educational transitions. Like I said, for me, I spent 5.5 years in school. I'm proud of it because it's helping me to elevate in my career as well as to what I'm doing for my business and vice versa for you. Within your career or educational transitions, be happy and proud of it. You may not be where you want to be right now, but trust me, time is getting together. It's putting in motion for you. And once it comes, answer that phone, open that door, whatever it is. Take your time and be happy about it. Point 3, relationships and setting healthy boundaries. I'm at peace now when it comes to dating, rekindling relationships with family or friends, or even building it with relationships with family, friends, or in the professional world that I know who I am. I'm standing tall on what I have been through because I stopped doubting the stuff that happened years ago. But I do sometimes take a step back and look at, sometimes looking back, it has helped me to move forward with the greater confidence that I have now. Because I look back, I be like, dang, if someone gives me the ick of a repeating cycle, I'm going to look back and be like, okay, I know how I handled this last time, but now I'm different and mature and grown. Let me handle it a different way. So when it comes to building these relationships, I'm able to be comfortable because I survived some things that some people wouldn't survive with relationship building with people, as well as setting the healthy boundaries for me in general within my personal life and my professional life with people as well. Fourth, mental health and emotional wellness. When I see vice versa, when you see two friends that things are not how they used to be, that's where you have mentally see that I survived some things that now I could be happy to feel like I'm walking on sunshine. My emotions were through the roof, and now I'm just like, when life happens, when life gives you lemons, I'm making lemonade for sure, because I'm not going to squeeze them in nobody's eyes. Number 5, you're pursuing goals and new opportunities. Like now, y'all, minor setback for a major get back. That goal you may have had may not have went the way it was. Now you might pursue something that's for you, and being able to tap into them new opportunities and being comfortable for how this is going. And lastly, everyday moments where confidence is tested. My confidence is tested every day. My patience is tested every day. But I have to sit back and be like, okay, I'm confident. I'm being the person that they probably didn't see come up. I am putting the metal to the pedal. I'm doing things. I'm trying to find it for y'all on my laptop, but it probably won't pop up, y'all. But if not, it's okay. Oh yeah, here it is. I'm being the one they didn't see come up, and also too, I'm at peace with my inner self. That impacts with everyday moments where confidence is tested. It's going to be tested. Shoot, I almost was tested today before I came on here and recorded for y'all. I'm not going to lie. But I kept it together because I've been through some stuff. Like I had a situation, like even those little things, cleaning your room when something happens. Previous years and months and days ago or whatever in my life, I would have had a whole fit, would have been cussing and cursed up a storm. Today, I'm like, okay, just cutting into my time. Okay, cool. I still gotta get it done because I don't want mess in here. Like, we not doing that. We don't want that. I kept my cool. Yes, I did have little moments like, I'm just ready to say, forget it. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it. And I did it. And I still was able to come here and be able to get it done on time. You see the difference? Because every challenge you have overcome becomes part of your foundation you're starting today. I don't care how big or small it is, my friend. It's a part of it. It's a part of your foundation. Like Future said, it's a part of your collect. It's a part of his collection. Y'all know what he said. If y'all don't know what he said, I'm not going to say it. But whatever I've been through and gone through is a part of the collection now. And it's helping me within my foundation on what I'm standing for today, and I'm not afraid to stand on it with my 2 legs or so, my hands, whatever. I'm not afraid to stand on it because I've been there, done that, and it's my story. And I'm not doubting myself no more because I have survived some stuff I didn't think was going to happen, but I survived. And I'm a soul survivor. Okay? And lastly, y'all, we have made it. Why is this important? Why does remembering resilience matter? And we have to stop doubting ourselves and to take a step back to understand what we have already survived within looking how far we have come. Remembering your resilience matters because it's easy to underestimate yourself when you're focused on current struggles. Many people forget that they have already survived moments that they once believed would break them, but it made them. It turned them to a monster. Like A Boogie said, the jungle turned me to a monster. That jungle made me go harder. Like every situation you go through, think of it like that. Even if it's small, it's teaching you something in the end, and it's also helping you and guiding you to see, okay, this side I never thought I would see in my life, but I see it now. And no one can take me or break me now because I know what I'm capable of. Reflecting on these experiences too is going to remind you that your strength is something it isn't something you have gained. It's something you have already discriminated. Not discriminate. You have demonstrate. I don't want to say discriminate. You have already determined. Excuse me. You have already determined You have already determined this, because students will be able to determine. You're going to be able to determine this in your life. Your past is filled with evidence that you are capable of overcoming difficult situations that you may not have seen came through, but you did the damn thing. Lastly, learning to trust yourself also changes how you approach your future challenges. As you're learning about yourself, you're learning how to approach what's to come. Who's going to come and all that in your life? For the better, not for the worse, because you've been through it. Instead of asking, what if I can't handle this? You begin to remind yourself, I have already dealt with this. I have handled difficult situations. I can handle all things through Christ. Yeah, I had to bring that in there. I have handled difficult times before, difficult things before and times before, so this is nothing. That mindset you have, that fixed versus in that growth, that locked key, we're opening it up for growth. The butterflies and the flowers are coming in because you're learning to trust yourself. That mindset is helping you to build confidence, courage, and emotional resilience. The goal isn't to avoid challenges, but it's to remember that you have already proven to yourself that you can face them challenges. And if it's to happen again, this ain't nothing, because you're going to do it like Brutus and you're going to just get out the way. Okay? So yes, my friends, we have made it. I thank you so very much for your time and patience. I thank you for tuning in and also wanting to understand this, but also getting into it because this is semester 2, the first Wednesday of the month. We're in semester 2, quarter 3 on a Wednesday on the first of the month. Like, how good could this get? How good can it get? And we're going to repeat the quote of the day / the week for you too, so you can understand what this means. And thank you for tapping in. I'm going to let y'all go on y'all mighty way. So stop doubting yourself. You have already survived things that you thought you would never, that you never would. That equals to you're building confidence by reminding yourself how far you have come. Plain and simple. You're reminding yourself how far you have come by building the confidence that have come. You're building confidence by reminding yourself how far you have come, that nobody and that nothing will understand but you. And that's the beauty of the price of this. And lastly, thank you guys so much for vibing out with me today. I hope you learned a few things from this. Hope you tell a friend to tap into. And most importantly, if you're new here, thank you so much. And for the ones that's not new to this but true to this, I thank you also very much as well. So let me end you off with this and y'all gonna go on y'all mighty way. Today, remember that your journey is filled with proof of your strength. Every obstacle you have overcome, every lesson you have learned, and every difficult season you have survived has helped you shape the person you are today. Don't allow temptations or temporary doubt to make you forget your permanent growth. Your permanent growth ain't going nowhere. Like a permanent marker, it ain't going nowhere unless you try to make it go away. As you continue walking boldly in this season, trust yourself a little more though. Put a little bit more razzle dazzle in it. You don't have to have every answer to move forward. We don't have to have every answer to move forward. You don't, my friend. But you simply need to remember how far you have already come. Keep that in mind. The same strength that you carried through yesterday is the same you need to carry into tomorrow. Keep believing in yourself because you have survived. You have survived. You have survived. I'm gonna keep saying it. You have survived. You have survived. You have survived. You have survived. Your survival. You have survived. Your survival is already evidence of your resilience. Your survival is already evidence of your resilience. Okay? Once again, thank you all so very much. I hope you learned a good piece of knowledge from this, a good go out of it too. Please enjoy this weekend. It's going to be hot where I'm at. If it's not too hot where you at, please enjoy it. Enjoy the 4th, enjoy the fireworks, the food with the people you love, or if you're working, whatever the case may be, enjoy yourself still. Tap into your side, give yourself a break, do what's necessary for you. And as always, you guys will hear from me next Wednesday. But please tune in to Vibing Out with Guest, the 30th appearance this Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay? I love you all so very much. Take care, be safe, and stay hydrated. Bye.